I am Anju Chawla, technically Dr. Anju Chawla because I have a doctorate in management for emotional intelligence. It's been 16 years of my work journey into training, coaching, assessing, teaching, and as a speaker, mostly into the area of emotional intelligence. The peripherals also are leadership, corporate communication, and I deal with clients who are from varied demography, that is not only across pan India, even abroad. And the major profession that I deal with is doctors, chartered accountants, the corporates, and the defense people, even the SARC civil servants for that matter. So that's pretty much about me, and I'm an author in the same area. The book is The Emotionally Intelligent Coach.
Thank you so much. So,
My
Anju,
pleasure.
my first question is, at what point of time does employee engagement begin?
Right. Vitanshi, indeed a very important question, not only because it is pandemic, even otherwise. But before answering to what moment it begins, let me give my views on what exactly employee engagement is. Where am I building my answer from or my response from? So Vitanshi, employee engagement for me is not only having the name of the employee on the payroll and paying him salary or providing him the performance appraisal well in time, but it to me actually means that how much is this employee engaged in the matrix of success or maybe the goals of the organization. How much does he or she feels engaged in the whole process? That is where all my responses will be coming from. Now, coming to your question straightforward, that where at what point of time does it begin? It begins right from the moment when you have signed paper like an offer letter or maybe the probation letter with the employee. Now this person is not only a potential candidate or a prospect, but now he's an employee. So this employee may join you immediately. Then the nature of employee engagement will be different. However, there are times when this employee has maybe a month before in joining. So he has, let's say, a month's time. Even that period, employee engagement is a must. How? Maybe the literature of the organization can be handed over to him, of course, in the secured format to be read. Something like the policies, or maybe some, depending upon what context or what role is he or she picked up for, certain things can be given to him only to make him sensitive towards the culture of the organization. Because as we know, one rotten fish can spoil the whole pond. So that is one aspect of looking at employee engagement, when the employee has some time before joining your organization. And now let's say today you are handing me over the offer letter, and it is tomorrow or maybe 2 days wherein I'm already winding up my work in the previous organization, and now I have to join you. So the moment my admin or maybe the HR is taking over me, right from that maybe the I metrics or the biometrics, any kind of that, employee engagement starts. Even if the employee has boarded the cab to an organization, employee engagement starts from the very first touch point. um, and and it is I believe I would be wrong if I don't complete my answer by giving you the point till when the employee engagement should last. It will last till the time the person's last due have been done and dealt with, not the exit interview. Till the point, you know I'm assuming that in today's gigster economy, people don't stay for like years. Huh? So whenever, till whatever point of time the employee is with you, his engagement is your responsibility, and his conduct is his responsibility. So that's my take on your very important question, I would say, Vedanshi.
Thank you for such a well explained answer, Anju. So, my next question is, how can we do employee engagement through our learning and development initiatives?
Well, I also have been a part and parcel of L&D. I started off as a recruitment officer way back in 2004, and then was shifted to employee grievance and then L&D. That time it was not known as L&D. It was a typical, typically it was known as induction training department. So that is where I started off with. Anyways, this question is very important because the more I research on this topic, I get the problem areas. This is the problem area. If you do not engage an employee, that is a problem area. Or this is the benefit if you engage an employee. That is the benefit if you engage an employee. But your question is very simple. And your question is very straightforward. The question is how. Now, this employee engagement, as I said, has to be the employee has to be the part and parcel of the process. So let's say you are engaging an employee through a mobile app in building the content. Maybe it is a data operator's job. Again, this person is an employee. So let's say you have some kind of a mobile app for the person to develop the content. In fact, why not I start with the theory, because I am a firm believer that if your theory is in place, your concepts, your implications will not go wrong. So bringing your attention to a very, very important theory given by McLean's known as need theory. There are three types of needs, three primary types of needs that he identified, and he said it is the need of achievement, power, and affiliation. I will take basis of need for achievement to answer your question. Each one of us who is in this ecosystem of working, getting hired, hiring, etc., has that need for achievement. Intensity may be a little low or high, but need for achievement is there. Now, achievement is not a magic wand. It does not come to you, okay, abracadabra shoo. It does not come to you like that. So as an organization, as an employer, what can be done is to instigate the need for achievement of this employee. I'll give you a few examples here, Vedanshi. I have an acquaintance in IOCL. This person is working with the organization since past 15 years now, and he put his requirement to develop himself further in terms of academics. And will you believe it? That organization like IOCL also is committed for the engagement of an employee in a manner that they have given him 1 full year paid off. They have sponsored his complete program from MDI Gurgaon, which is like a 25 lakhs program, right? Isn't that an engagement? Now, will this employee even have that feeling of leaving the organization unless something really crushes his self-respect or some exigency back home comes up and the monetary benefits from IOCL are not able to meet it? So that is the level of employee engagement I'm talking about. Yes, very important. One very important. This was an exceptional case, let's say. But every case will not be exceptional case. So how does organization deal with it? In my view, organization should develop these success metrics of every profile, which is in the normal workflow of this employee, which means भाई exceptions का ही हम ध्यान रखेंगे. No, in that case, call it the bell curve, call it whatever, but then only exceptional people will get a push. They only will be engaged. No, each and every person, right from the guard of your organization who is on the payroll till the CEO maybe, now every person, the metrics around the profile should be such, the success metrics should be such that the natural workflow of this person, this profile is being taken care of, and the employee is engaged in the whole process. Am I able to give that visualization? So that's and why only this? The slightest of the good work should be praised, because insan, human being, is hungry for praise. And in our due course of action, we simply very easily forget praising people. It will only be during the performance appraisal 360 degree that अब आपको लगेगा अच्छा इसके ये points लिखने हैं, कैसे लिखें, क्या लिखें. Coming from emotional intelligence background, Vedanshi, I would also like to add that besides the domain specific workshops, please let the organizations also take care of the behavioral engagements, things like emotional intelligence itself. Because at the end of the day, Vedanshi, agar aapka emotional state managed hai, then only you will be productive at work. If you yourself are berserk in your head, no matter how important the task is, your productivity will get hampered. So these are few of my suggested ways, besides those cliche lines ki organizational goal or individual goal match hona chahiye. इंडिविजुअल को हम हमेशा उसको कभी भी खाली बैठने का टाइम, मतलब कैन बी, यू कैन गिव हिम स्पोर्ट्स एक्टिविटी, यू कैन गिव हिम सम पजल एटसेट्रा. फॉर एग्जांपल, I remember going to an IT based corporate for the coaching program, and right in the lobby they will have newspapers on one side, they will have that chessboard, and they will also have a pan of coffee, that coffee jar, etc. So whoever is entering that organization gets engaged there itself. So Vedanshi, that's my take.
Thank you so much, Anju. We know how valuable your time is, and actually, your answers are going to help people like me as well who've just entered the organization. It gave me a actually different perspective of employee engagement. So, thank you so much. Is there anything that you'd like to share for HR success talk, or any last views on employee
Sure.
engagement?
Absolutely. HR Success Talk is doing a phenomenal job, which is so selfless. Hardly any bodies are coming. I mean, I have heard of NGOs doing it, but but an active element like HR Success Talk is certainly a blessing, especially when it is giving exposure to youth like you. जैसे कहते हैं ना कि बादाम खाने से उतनी अकल नहीं आती जितने ठोकर खाने से आती है. So all of you are lucky enough, we are fortunate enough to interact with you. I feel so young interacting with you, and you are lucky because आप लोगों को वो धोखे खाने से पहले ही बहुत सारी चीजें समझ में आ जाएंगी, वेदांशी. So I wish HR Success Talk a great success. You are doing a commendable job. Please keep doing that.
Thank you so much, Anju.
And let me know
Great
wherever I can be of any help. I'll be more than happy to chip in.
Sure, sure. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.